I don't have any other makeup but this on, but I don't care. I like the way it looks. Hello and welcome to my very first vlog. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how this is going to go. Today I am working from home. It is the first day of the Final Book Support Group readathon. That's going to go for the next 2 weeks. And I've already started my book. We're changing the angle up here, but we are in the same spot. That is Curtin Blaine from Glee, in case you were curious. For the first book I'm reading for this readathon is The Last Piece of His Heart by Emma Scott. This is a new adult contemporary romance. And I just realized how pale I look with just this lipstick on. You know what, we're gonna go with it. Anyways, this is a new adult contemporary romance that follows Ronan and Shiloh. I'm only 50 pages in, but from what I have gathered, Ronan has been in the foster system after his mom died. His dad killed his mom, and then his dad died in prison, and he's been in foster care, and he has just turned 18, and has gone to live with his uncle, who's basically just using him for free labor. Then Shiloh, who is just turned 18, I believe. She's just starting her senior year of high school. She makes jewelry, and that is kind of the career that she's going into. And that's about as far as I've gotten so far. I'm moving around a lot. I'm sorry. I don't know a ton else about this. The interesting thing about this series is that they all start around the same time and kind of progress forward. I'm gonna put this down so I don't just take up everything. They all start at the same time, usually at just the beginning of the senior year of high school, and kind of move forward. So every book restarts kind of at the beginning, but tells it tells a completely different story, and they all kind of interweave. You get the full picture when you read them all, but they all start at the very beginning of senior year of high school and just progress into their college years and beyond after they graduate high school. So it's really kind of interesting to see some of these characters where you know where they end up and how their story kind of has moved on from the point where we're at now again. I did binge the first two last year, and I think the fact that that happens has actually made them a little bit more, not challenging, but like I was like, oh yeah, I know this. So that was for those, but now there's about maybe about a year in between books for me now, so I think I'm okay to read this without being overly repetitive. But that's all I got for right now. I have to finish my work day, and then I will be doing more reading tonight. Talk to you soon. Hello, it is now Wednesday, day 3 of the Final Book Support Group readathon. I have just hit the halfway-ish point. I'm like 190 in The Last Piece of His Heart, and I'm really kind of enjoying this. I think one of my favorite things about these books is that they're really emotional, and they're angsty, and they are dramatic. The one thing that I don't love about them is that we're 190 pages in, and they're still in senior year of high school. As I've mentioned, some of the other books, the other 2 books in this series followed beyond high school, which is a lot more interesting because this is a lot of high school drama, but like a little bit more mature, because like there's just some stuff. So this, while this reads a little bit older and is a little bit more explicit in the content, this is very much a young adult novel at this point. They are still in high school. They are over 18, but they're in high school, and it's just kind of that vibe, basically. But this does tell the story of Ronan, who had a really screwed up childhood. He was in foster care for 10 years. His mom died because his dad killed her, and then his dad went to jail where he also died. So he's gone through the foster system, and then after once he turns 18, his uncle just kind of shows up because he wants him to help take care of his apartment complex. So Ronan's like a bad boy with a lot of angst because no one needs to get close to him, and his father was a murderer and all that. And then Shiloh has a really bad relationship with her mom, and basically is very focused on just her career and getting out of high school and getting her own shop and getting the future that she's basically been trying to build for herself, and she doesn't have time for love or romance. So her and Ronan have now entered this casual relationship, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's just I thought by now we would maybe be out of high school, and I forgot that there's so much of this does take place in high school. But I love me drama, so I'm enjoying this. I do not like this guy on the cover. I'm assuming it's going to come out about a 4-star, you know, just at the halfway point. We'll see where we end up. This is the last in the trilogy, so there's lots to wrap up. One thing I do really love about these is the relationship between the Lost Boys. I'm like a weird sucker for male friendships. Like female friendships, yes, 100%. But when male friendships happen and they're like, there's emotions involved and like these guys just genuinely care about each other and will die for each other and like will just like, they just become best friends. I'm a sucker for that. This has this, and it does it really well. The relationship between Ronan and then Holden and Miller, who are the other two heroes in the other two books in the series. That friendship is just like, it makes me very happy. So that's probably my favorite thing about this so far. I am going to keep reading a little bit more tonight. It is getting late and I am on sprints. The late night crew is doing sprints tonight. So I am on those. So I will read for a little while longer. But I'll update you probably when I finish. Hello, it is now Sunday. Yes, it is Sunday. We're in day 6 of the final book support group. And I have a lot actually to update on. We interrupt this vlog with future me because I apparently have deleted a clip from this and I can't find it anywhere. So insert me. Today is actually Sunday, I don't actually know what day it is, but it's the last day of the final book support group readathon. I think this is the first readathon I've actually completed everything I plan to do, but that's not what this is for. This is basically to tell you that I did finish The Last Piece of His Heart by Emma Scott as part of this readathon. I did end up giving this 5 stars. It was a really nice wrap up to the series. Even though I've noted that each of these books start at the same spot and progress forward, I think because those storylines were kind of still separate but interweaved, by the time you get to this one, by the time you get to the end, they just continue to interweave together. And this was a really nice conclusion. I cried at the end, surprise to no one. And I actually really wanted to reread books 1 and 2 because I think the characters in there are so intriguing, and because you're seeing glimpses of something I've already read, I was like, oh, I should reread, but that's not the point of the final book support group. But don't be surprised if they show up later, specifically Holden, who's my favorite because it's the angstiest. So now we will go back to prior Jen, and she will tell you the rest of the wrap up for this vlog. I have also finished volumes 5 and 6 of Saga. Really love this. It's weird with me and graphic novels and comics, like there's never, the way you approach the story is very different than when you read prose. So it takes me a little longer to kind of really get invested, and it takes me a little longer to get invested, and then like I'm always missing a little bit of that like internal dilemma, internal dialogue, that piece of it, of the narrative that drives things and makes you connect better with characters. But now that we are 6 volumes in, I love these characters. I'm really excited to see where the story goes. I'm planning on finishing, cross my fingers, 5, 6, no. I'm planning on finish 7, 8, and 9 tonight. Maybe I have a lot of filming to do. But yeah, I'm really excited to get caught up with this, and thankfully there was a hiatus that I've thankfully missed, and that seems to be over, and volume 10 is out in the fall. So I'm really excited to think I pre-ordered it, maybe. But I'm really excited to continue on this and have more available at the end of the year. As I said, I was probably gonna do a lot of filming tonight. Today, it's only 11 a.m. And then I am gonna hopefully knock out those other 3 comics, and then I will be done with my final book support group TBR, but I'm gonna try to find something. There are some things on my May TBR that still fit in final book support group, but Smut Den is Thursday, so I want to make sure that I'm not starting something that's going to take me a while to finish. But I will update you when I have more. Hello, it is Tuesday. I never know what day it is. I really just never know what day it is. Today I believe is Tuesday. It is the last week of the final book support group, and it's actually going to be probably my last update for this vlog. Since I've last spoke to you, I have finished volume 7, volume 8, and volume 9 of Saga. Who let me catch up on this with months to go before volume 10 comes out? I am very happy that I missed this hiatus, which apparently was years, because volume 9 ends on a cliffhanger and I was emotional. Like, how am I supposed to wait for more? Needless to say, I'm now invested, a little bit obsessed, and I'm really excited for the next one. If I know I mentioned I may have pre-ordered, if I haven't, I'm going to. I'm really excited about this. I also realized I have told you about what none of these have been about. Saga is a sci-fi fantasy comic series that follows 2 people who are from warring planets who fall in love, have a baby, and then the entire world is basically out to kill them. And I should have expected that I was going to be as invested as I now am. But yeah. So final book support groups does run until Sunday, but Smut Den starts on Thursday, and I will be participating in that for the rest of the week. I was going to start Sword of Destiny, but I will not finish it before Thursday, and I'm just not going to start it right now. So that's it for final book support group. I did what I wanted to do. I did everything I was intending to do. I finished all the books that were on my TBR, which I don't think I've ever done. I usually fail at readathons. I'm really excited that I was able to complete this one. So just to wrap it up, I finished The Last Piece of His Heart by Emma Scott. This was book 3 and the final book in the Lost Boys trilogy. And then I finished 5, 6, I'm dropping them, 7, 8, and 9 of Saga. So that's technically 6 books in a little over a week, which I'm cool with. I knocked 6 books off my physical TBR, which more to come on that. Is significantly needs to be my goal for the rest of this year. I own too many books that I have not read, and I keep bringing more in, and I just got a pre-order shipping notification the other day for a book I forgot I even pre-ordered. So 6 books knocked off that list. And yes, thank you to Steph from Steph's Loves, who's the host of this readathon that I absolutely love. It's nice to have kind of that group and that focus on finishing series, because I own lots of books and I own lots of series and I own lots of completed series that I have either started or haven't started at all. So I love having this kind of special time, this dedicated time to reading these books that I need to get read. So comment down below and let me know if you participated in the final support group readathon. How did your reading go? Did you do as well? Did you do as well? The great thing about this is it technically never ends. Even though this has been the 2-week readathon, I'm doing final book support group every month, my own kind of selections every month for the rest of the year and beyond. So final book support group doesn't end for me at all. But comment down below and let me know how your final book support group readathon went. Comment down and let me know if you're participating in Smut Den. I will be vlogging. I'm probably going to do my first spin tomorrow, just a little early, just so that I can get my reads picked. And yeah, please give this video a like if you've liked it, subscribe if you have not already, so you can watch me talk about the smutty books I'm about to read and about all the final books I'm going to be reading this year. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.